everybody. My name is Chadwick, and I'm going to be doing an album. This will be the first of many, I hope, if people actually watch. So, the album I'm going to be reviewing today is Nirvana's Nevermind, Deluxe Edition. This album is very famous, and right now I'm going to tell you why I'm reviewing it. Okay, so there's actually quite a few reasons why I'm reviewing this album. Number one, it's one of my favorite albums, very close to my heart. My friends know I'm a huge Nirvana fan, and well, you know, this is probably Nirvana's biggest album. I wouldn't say it's their best album, but definitely their most popular. It has a lot of their most popular songs on it, and you know, this album's kind of controversial. Even just the cover art is controversial, which is kind of fantastic. And yeah, so I'm reviewing this album mostly because I think people will watch it. People are interested in this album. And I think if I do a good job, people might actually watch my reviews, and that'd be kind of cool. Alright, everybody, so let's get started. So the first thing about this album we're going to look at is the cover art, the box, you know, kind of like what you get in the package and such. Alright, so first thing we're going to look at is the cover art. So as you guys can see, I don't know how clear this is, but I'm going to show a picture of it at the start of the video. There's a baby. And there's like a dollar bill like around here, and there's like a fishing line attached to it, and the baby like jumps in the pool to swim after the dollar bill. And I like this album cover because it has like a lot of symbolism. You know, it shows how like even from an early age we have this like crazy amount of greed inside of us just because we're like North American and everything. And, you know, I think that's like a pretty cool message to have on the album art. That's the cover. So if you take a look inside here, you know, have the disc, which looks pretty nice, plain but nice, you know. It's just kind of like a disc that's blue and stuff. Yeah, you know. You have a cool like little track listing thing here that shows like all the B-sides and stuff. There's also those behind the disc. So you also get a neat little art book here, and pretty cool. You know, you get some pictures of the band. One thing I do like is it kind of shows like the cover photo shoot in here. That's pretty cool. And you also get like a lyric mashup thing. I'm not expecting you to read that, but it's kind of like a whole bunch of lyrics from their songs all mashed together. I think that's cool. You also have a picture of the band members here, which is really nice. Yeah, you know, more band pictures, kind of like psychedelic looking, you know, Nirvana stuff. Great looking guys, eh? You know, I love the greaseball hair on Kurt, wherever the hell he is. Ah, right here, yes, the greaseball hair, delicious. Alright, so that is the box art and the package inside. So that's pretty much what you're getting when you look at this album. So next I'm going to talk about the music on this album. Alright everyone, so here's the spaghetti and meatballs, alright? So this is the music on the album. So this is the deluxe version, so you're getting two discs here. You have the original album on the first disc, along with a few B-sides. And on disc 2 you get some smart studio sessions, boombox rehearsals, and some BBC sessions, which are live and very nice, spectacular. Okay, so let's start off with tracks here. So the first track on this album is "Smells Like Teen Spirit," which is the Nirvana song. I would say, like, you know, you talk to someone, if they know Nirvana at all, you know, they've heard "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and this is arguably Nirvana's biggest song. I wouldn't say their best, but it's pretty good. You know, like I love the guitar at the start, kind of cool like sound, and it's like melodic, like you can sing along to it. You know, it's not one of those songs where it's just like too heavy and you can't sing along, but it's still heavy enough that, you know, you have that kind of like rock feel to it. Really nice, grungy and stuff. Yeah, but it's probably their most famous song, and it's the song that's been heard the most. And some people would even argue that it's overplayed, but you know, it's a good track, good track. So next on here we have "In Bloom," which is a really cool song. It was my favorite song when I first got the album. And the thing that I really liked about it is like the cryptic lyrics. You know, it's kind of like hard to decipher what it means, but like when you do, you're rewarded, and it's like kind of funny and like not what you'd expect. It's fun. Great song. I'm not going to give away the meaning because that's for you to interpret, but I think it's a fun one for sure. Then after that is "Breed," which is I have a lot of mixed feelings about this track. You know, I think it's kind of loud, noisy, grungy. Not the best on the, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. It's not the best on there for sure, and I'm sorry if you disagree with me, but not one of my top tracks by Nirvana. Alright, so next is wait, Come As You Are is probably, in my opinion, one of the best tracks on there, and it's kind of weird that I skipped it. But yeah, you know, I love that guitar riff at the start. It's like really memorable, and that's what I think Nirvana should sound like. You know, like the whole. But yeah, great track. You know, cool lyrics, like fun to listen to. You know, it's really accessible. I think anyone can listen to that track and enjoy it pretty much. It's it's cool because it's kind of repetitive, but like it still has like the sick verses and good rock song, you know, and it's like not too noisy. It's not like overly noisy that it won't be accessible or anything. It's pretty great, you know. And then so after Breed we have Lithium, which is another track on this album that I really like. And I know it's not really like it's not really like Nirvana style like all the way through, I guess. Like I guess you could argue that the chorus is kind of like grungy Nirvana style, but like the verse is more like acoustic and stuff. I like that. You know, I like the whole like slower speed and like it's cool, you know, really great lyrics and very relatable if you're a teenager, you know, if you're a teenager, you're gonna love this song. You know, it kind of deals a little bit with relationships and like, you know, just teen angst and stuff. Pretty cool track. I'm gonna let you guys listen to that later on by yourself, let you interpret it. And then you have Polly, which is like kind of iffy. I don't know, weird song. It's not one that I particularly like to listen to. I think I've listened to the track like maybe 2 or 3 times. I don't know. It's not too great in my opinion. Have Territorial Pissings. Another one I don't really care for. Then after that is Drain You. Great. This is another one of the tracks on here that I think is really fantastic. Okay, so Drain You, this track, another one with kind of like weird lyrics that you kind of have to interpret yourself. And I mean, it's like, who knows if it's just nonsense or whatever, but it's so fun to listen to. Really great sounding. This one right here, I don't think it's for everybody. I don't think everyone will think this is great sounding, but I really like the way it sounds. You know, I like the sort of like feelings it invokes inside of you. It's very cool. Then you have a few whatever tracks like Lounge X, Stay Away, and then you have On a Plane, which is really cool. I like I like it's kind of like this song to me sounds kind of carefree. I like that. You know, it's a good Nirvana song. It's not boring like a few of their songs. Sorry, I think a few Nirvana songs are boring. Okay, sorry. But yeah, good song On a Plane. Something in the Way. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this one too. It's a good song. I'd say it's a good song. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's like very repetitive and it's too long. I find it's a little bit too long. I like it though. I'm not disliking it. I like it. I still think it's better than a lot of songs. But yeah, so that is the actual album. So that's just like the main album. Like if you didn't have the deluxe edition, that's what you would get, those 12 songs or whatever. So now I'm gonna move on to the B-sides. So the B-sides, I'm just gonna give the highlights here. Okay, so you have D7, which is a great cover of a Wipers song that I love. Yeah, Wipers are pretty good. Not one of my favorites, but this particular song I really like. And I think Nirvana does a great job covering it. They do the song justice, but at the same time they put their own like twist on it, which is really cool. I like the cover of this one a lot. And then you have like Being a Sun, which is cool, like a live version of it, and like a live version of Drain You, which is exceptional. You have a song called Silver, or Sliver, which I really like on here. It's really cool, you know, like if you hear people talking about Nirvana, it's a song like Grandma Take Me Home or whatever, like good song, good song. So that's the end of disc 1. Move on to disc 2, some highlights from this one. Live version of In Bloom, or Smart Studio Session, that's pretty cool. One complaint I have about the second disc is a lot of the songs on here, not all of them, but a lot of them are recorded like really badly, and I'm not sure like whatever. Like I mean, I know it's like rare and like stuff like that, but I mean, it sounds kind of terrible. It sounds like someone was just there with like a tape recorder recording the music, and maybe that's what happened. And I mean, I don't think it's enjoyable unless you're like a hardcore Nirvana fan. That's a complaint I have about the second disc. But there's some really good stuff in here, you know. If you're nostalgic and you want to hear like Nirvana raw, then like yeah, the second disc you'll love it, you know. There's like some rare tracks on there and some tracks that aren't on the main album, and that's really cool. I always love it when they put bonus tracks on these things, because you know you want to hear something different. It's good. All right, so That is the musical aspect of the album. Alright everyone, so I guess it's time to score this one up. So, some people would say this is a classic, and it's kind of hard to score. So, I'm gonna give this thing 2 scores, okay? Count them, 1, 2, okay? So, the first score I'm gonna give it is for the actual album. So, like, without the B-sides and everything, just like the standalone, like, album score. And then the second score I'm gonna give is for the deluxe edition along with the B-sides and stuff. Alright, so I'm sorry, I'm going to apologize first to all you Nirvana fans out there, okay? Because I know a lot of people really love this album, and I really like it too, but I don't think it's the best. I personally think In Utero is much better. I love In Utero. Pretty much every track on there is great, but that's a review for another time. So, I think with this one, out of 5, I'd probably give it a 3. A strong 3 though. Not like a wimpy kind of like 3-ish, but like a strong 3. And that's just for the album itself, okay? And then with the B-side, so like the whole deluxe package, I think that's pretty cool. It's Nirvana's most famous album, right? Everyone, I think, well, I'm not going to say everyone, but most people have heard of Nevermind. And it's very popular. Like, I'd even say it's mainstream. Nirvana and mainstream, yeah, but, it's really good that they re-released it for the anniversary, because it's the 20th anniversary of the album, right? And it's been re-released, remastered, like, I think this is a really good package, and if you're a Nirvana fan, or if you're a fan of 90s rock like I am, I just love 90s rock. Yeah, I love 90s rock, but, if you're a fan of Nirvana, you definitely have to get this. Unless you're one of those really pissy Nirvana fans who just doesn't like Nevermind because it's the most popular one. Yeah, I met a few of you guys, but whatever, So yeah, my verdict for this one is if you're a Nirvana fan, buy it. If you're a Nirvana fan, this one gets a 5 out of 5. But then for like normal folk who don't really know if they like Nirvana or not, I'm gonna give this one a different score. Like, if you don't like Nirvana, then the second disc is going to be pretty much worthless to you. Like, if you're just kind of like, if you're a first-time listener, then, like, a lot of the B-sides and stuff on the second disc and on the first disc, like, they're poorly recorded, and it's like, unless you're a Nirvana fan, like, and you like that sound, it won't sound good to you, Like, it's really, like, tape recorder quality, and it's not enjoyable unless you're a hardcore fan, so, Like, if you're not a hardcore fan and if you're just listening for the first time, then I wouldn't recommend getting the deluxe edition. Actually, what I would recommend doing is just downloading this off some site, and then if you like it, get the album, deluxe edition. But, yeah, like, it's not necessary to get the deluxe edition unless you really like the band. And so, yeah, those are my thoughts. So I want to get a discussion going here, like, I want to hear what other Nirvana fans think about this album, because, like, I like this album, personally. And I want to know what non-Nirvana fans think about this album, like, even if it's just, like, the main 12 tracks, I really want to see what people think, alright? So, comment, for sure. I want you guys to comment. Like it if you want. If you don't like it, dislike it. I'm cool with that, too. Constructive criticism or whatever. The other thing is, this is my first album review, so give me some feedback. And I also want to know what album you guys want me to do next. If there's an album that you love, I don't care if it's like Beyonce or like some pop music, like that's fine. I'll review any album right now. Just recommend something for me, I will review it, and I will be honest. And, yeah, so leave a review, or leave an album that you would want me to review in the comment section below if you want also. And yeah, you know what, thanks for watching, I'm really grateful, especially if you sat through this whole video. I know it's kind of long or whatever, but, if you like it, that's good, because, I'm doing this to help you. I'm doing this for you guys, okay? So, let me know what you think. I'll be back with another review, sooner than you think.
One baby, two, another says I'm lucky.